about gold, we're talking about Nasdaq, and we're talking about which other pairs that US oil. Well, we normally do US oil every morning. So the first pair we're going to be looking at this morning is on the US oil. We want to see how price has been playing out during the last 24 hours, and sincerely speaking, price has been moving as expected. We have seen price do a retest of structure at $110, and it's still moving to the upside. And this is good news for those who are already in that trade that took the opportunity when it appeared on Monday. And kudos to you, as price action is still moving as expected. Remember, we identified a bullish trend line here on the US oil, which I'm extending right away. And I made mention of the possibility that price could come into the trend line before we see another opportunity to add more position to our existing trade and run into our take profit target. So this is our scenario here on the US oil. Price is still moving as expected, and we're looking forward to the possibility of price coming into that bullish trend line to send price going to the upside. So the structure at 110, $111 is still holding, and I assume that structure also shares a confluence with that bullish trend line I just identified here, and this could give us an avenue. If price comes into that area, then we want to be looking forward to a trend continuation to the upside. Then as we head into the New York session too, I want to look out for opportunities for those who are yet to join that rally to the upside that we've been enjoying since Monday. And you see we have a structure here which appears to be broken right now. And one thing we want to be looking out for at this point is that we look out for a breakout retest of structure. If we see a retest of structure and reversal pattern on lower time frame, then we could take advantage of a trend continuation to the upside on this one. So $112 appears to be a key level we want to be looking out for going into the New York session. And don't forget the fact that I said that if there is a possibility where price breaks down that area and comes down, then we want to be looking at a retest of the structure or probably this bullish trend line here to join a rally to the upside. So at the moment, our take profit target still remains at $116. And how many pips is that? If we move from this area, we have around 400 pips to catch around this area if price move as expected here on the US oil. So that is my perspective here on the US oil. Do you have any questions? If none, we can move on to the next pair. So I'll give like 10 seconds for that. I'll be looking at the comment section, and if you have any clarifications or inquiry into the US oil that we just talked about, you can drop it in the comment section, and I'll be willing to be of assistance in that regard. Wadia is asking that will it come down? Like I said, if you were with me, I made mention of the key level at $112 being a very important level, and the reason why that is a very important level at this point is that we can see how price has rejected this area multiple times since the later part of yesterday's New York session. So giving us a clue into a selling momentum within this area, and it's very possible that price has come back into that area this morning, and we can see how this candle is still very young. This recent candle is still very young, at least around 15 minutes young right now, and we don't know how it's going to close. So if there is a possibility that we could have a rejection, and if that happens, then we want to look at price coming down into that bullish trend line here where it found the 1 hour time frame, after which we're going to be looking for patterns that support a trend continuation on lower time frame. And what I mean by patterns that support a trend continuation is a reversal pattern. It could be your inverse head and shoulder pattern, it could be your 1 2 3 pattern, it could be your double bottom structure. So whatever pattern that is, we want to look out for structure that supports a trend continuation to the upside. So that is one scenario here. However, if we do not see a breakdown of that $112, that is during the New York session or before the close of this live session, and we see a breakout of structure, then we want to be looking for a retest of this key level at $112, after which we look for patterns on lower time frame that supports a trend continuation to join the rally to the upside. So this is the perspective I'm talking about. So there is a possibility that we could have a breakdown of that $112. And if that happens, then we want to be looking at our bullish trend line to guide our actions going forward. So what I'm saying simply on the US oil is that we have two parameters that will guide our actions going forward. We have the bullish trend line, which is the green line on your screen, and then we have the key level at $112. Oh, sorry, and we also have the $111 area, which if we see a retest of this area as well, that is, we see structures around this area that supports a trend continuation. I want to be looking for a breakout of structure, retest of structure for confirmation to join the rally to the upside. So perspective on the US oil this week still remains bullish until stated otherwise, and the otherwise will be a breakdown of that bullish trend line. So I hope you're clear with my explanation so far, Wadia. Mary Q, greetings to you. Good morning. Stone, any chance to check Tech 100? Yesterday was a good day for selling and I was right. All right, good. We'll look at that too as well, if time permits us. Plero 4 Cario, this is a very long name. Hi, I hope you A539359 rather, good morning to you. Trust you doing well. Why they okay, you're welcome. Mr. Zane, good morning. Good morning, sir, to you too. Well, they are all right. Glad you are okay with my explanation. Okay, Mr. Zane is new here. You're welcome on board. So what we simply do here is come together to look at pairs, forex pairs, commodities, and we evaluate this. We evaluate the chart using our trend line, chart patterns, and price action basically to determine a trading opportunity that line up for us as we head into the New York session. So this is what we do here every day. And if you also have a pair or commodity you think you want us to look at, you can drop in the comment section and we can look at it together. So that's what we do here basically, Mr. Zane. All right, Claire. All right, 346 love. Okay. All right, glad to have you around. So let's move on to the next pair. So the next pair we're going to be talking about